Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free to play. This video has a bit of a timer on it because I ordered a pizza and then got very inspired to record a video because I realized while I was like looking through my content that this is our 250th episode. Now, I'm not making a big deal out of it. I'm not going to, do anything too special for it, but it is really amazing to me that I've been able to make 250 of these and still be growing the channel. Um, no disrespect to anybody that's given me advice on this YouTube channel or anything like that, but a lot of people have said, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't do episodic things, or maybe you should do, you know, other type of content that we know works or whatever. But this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make an episodic series where I can give you guys updates on the free to play account, and you guys can just follow along. And what I love, love, love is I am still getting comments. I'm still getting comments on episode 1. Just a week ago, I got a comment and said, "Hey, I just found this channel. It's helping me out a bunch." That's what this is about. You are seeing a real live, real life, way that somebody experienced Raid Shadow Legends. Now, did I go into it with a lot of knowledge of the game, more so than a new player? Absolutely. But that's what makes this such a joy to watch, right? Because you have someone that has knowledge of the game being able to say, do this, don't do that, avoid this, do that, et cetera, right? So, I was very excited to say, hey, we have 250 episodes of this, and it feels like a real milestone to have made it this far. Let's now, I wanted to acknowledge it. I didn't want to ignore it. I've ignored episode 200. I've ignored episode 150. Like all these big milestones that we had, and I blew by them because I had something else to talk about. And this time I don't have that much to talk about. The main thing I wanted to do in this video was to book my Wixwell and hope that things go the way that I want. We have 3 books. I still have not, and or no, I did actually. Sorry, because thanks to your advice and reminder that I get clan points from Hydra, I did get clan gold from Hydra, and I was able to get this book. I also got a book from Clan Boss, and then we got the book from the event, the Anniversary Path event. I was able to get that book. I think I did end up pulling another. I think I pulled a big guy or something. I don't. Oh no, I remember what it was. I went into that recording and I had not finished the Sand Devil tournament yet. I was still only at this reward. I had to do another 150 points. And so I did that and got that extra one. I pulled it off camera because I was like, no one's gonna want to watch me pull one Immortal Soulstone. I wasn't gonna like go back and do any crazy thing for one Soulstone. We even have a couple Mortals here. I'll just pop these real quick because we are still under the boost. No reason not to. We get an epic. Okay, not anything good. Not to be expected. The Mortals are really proven to be underwhelming for sure. So, yeah, nothing good there. Definitely gonna get rid of that 1-star one at least. I will keep the Scabrius one. Where'd that 1-star epic one go? There it is. Okay. But I did kind of record a video that was a little different than kind of some of my normal stuff, and while I was looking through my content, I was like, oh man, this is episode 250. Let's just go ahead and record and do something um, and acknowledge that. So that's really what this one's going to be about. As far as the direction of the account, nothing has really changed. The focus right now is still getting this Wixwell team up and running, and Anchorite will be my next 6-star. Nothing has changed as far as Anchorite because I've been focusing on Minotaur. Now, what I've been doing is using Raid Shadow, RSL Helper. I was going to say the whole thing, but RSL Helper has been taking me through Minotaur, and I'm actually leveling 2 champions in Minotaur at the same time. So I'm doing Wixwell and Yakarl. I really want to get Yakarl stronger for the arena. He hits harder than my Kale, but still not quite as hard as some of the other champions on the account. So I need to get his masteries up so that he can hit as hard as some of the other champions, and that will help me in those areas of the game because damage is now starting to be a problem. I'm starting to not do enough damage when it comes to arena. So I want to get Yakarl a little bit stronger. So getting his masteries is important. And of course, getting Wixwell's masteries is important to build and finish the team that I need to build and finish. So that's where my resources are going to go during this lull where we don't have anything to do because I'm skipping the fusion most likely. I'm not putting myself into too big of a hole just in case we find out that the multipliers for this champion are insane and a must get, right? That's really the only reason I think I would go for it. There isn't anything appealing to me about the kit. Um, and we're going to talk about that more in depth whenever they release the specific information, right? Like we've got the announcement of the event, but we don't have the kit to look at and review. So once I have the kit to look at and review on camera, hopefully with multipliers, I will be able to give my feedback and let you guys know if I'm going for it and if I think you should go for it. Moving on though, let's get these books in on Wixwell. So if I'm lucky, I will only need one book. And I can save the other two for another champion in the feud. Maybe Yakarl, but probably not. So let's see if we get lucky. Let's go! Okay, cool. Now, booking out this, actually, I probably should still book this out. Because what I'm afraid, I mean, I guess if this is still a priority, it won't really matter. But you also want this to be booked because you want Intercept to hit the whole team so that in the later versions, the stun no longer becomes a problem. And so I'm going to try and book for that just because I can. And I don't really have anyone else that I want to book right now. I could see an argument made for Arbiter. But it's a speed team, so really if she has to cycle through her abilities, I've probably already lost. Yakarl is who I've been booking, but I got everything into here. I got the extra damage here and the cooldown of his A3, which is what I was really looking for. He booked really well. I got really lucky with the books on him. So I'm happy about that. Don't really feel the need to book any further for Yakarl. So I think I'm fine putting the extra book into Wixwell. I don't necessarily want to book the A1 at all. If I can avoid that, I would be happy. There is the increased chance of provoking, so, you know, I would get that 100% chance if I did put those additional books, which will help for Hydra quite a bit. I do need a powerful provoker in there, but that's a future problem, not a clan boss problem. This is a clan boss problem, and once we solve clan boss, that opens the doors for a lot more in the game, more resources and such. So let's go ahead and see if we get lucky. We did went in the A1. All right. I still think I'm gonna try and go because eventually he will get completely booked up. Come on, A3. Darn, went back into the A1. So I started on a high note and ended on a low note, but this was the important one. What this means is that as soon as Anchorite is 6-starred and leveled up, we can start working on this clan boss team. I'm going to have to rework Godseeker Aniri. I might put her in a regen set. Anchorite is going to be my shield set character. And then we're going to have him buff extending, Godseeker buff extending, and Wixwell buff extending. And Wixwell will be my shielder and extending that shield. And really with those three champions, I feel like the rest is just finding that damage. So maybe something like Newt Rathalos or bringing in an increased speed champion to get us going faster that way. there's quite a few different options that we have to put damage on the clan boss. So we will get that part figured out. But what I love about bringing Newt and Rathalos is that we bring decreased defense and we bring weaken. So that will help both of them do more damage, and they're going to survive for a really long time and put in a lot of work. So um, that is my plan, but we will see. Because obviously, Geomancer is a potential candidate who also does bring weaken as well. Uh, and Geomancer Rathalos does a lot of damage, so we can see how those two can continue to work together. But that's the plan. So now that I have the books in place, Anchorite is 100% the priority. As soon as I am done getting those masteries, my remaining energy will go towards Anchorite. I just need two more 5 stars, and I think I'm working on one 4-star right now. I'm not. So I do need to get a new 4-star leveled up and ready to go as a food for my Anchorite. I'm just looking through here to see if I have any like subpar epics that I'm willing to part with, because it's taken me a lot longer than I would have liked to push. I don't see too much that I'm willing to. I don't see too many 4-star, or too many epics rather, that, if any, that I really want to get rid of, because I feel like a lot of the ones that I see in here could potentially be good in the city of Cintranos. So I don't want to give up on anybody that could pay off for me down the line. So okay. Anyways, yeah, we're going to call that a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. That is the best way to support me right now. Just trying to build the channel and go from there. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.